So this old sex shop behind me is getting converted into 6 studio flats. We're going to have a tour, talk the numbers, then we're going to come back halfway through the build and then show you the end product at the end. So should we go inside?
Let's do it. We bought this sex shop like 3.5 months ago. We're still waiting for planning permission, so we haven't done anything. We just sort of ripped everything out on the outside. Just ripped everything out on the inside. We're going to take rid of this front, put a new window in to match the one on the first floor. This is going to become one of the first studio flats, and this will become the main entrance into the building. We're going to have, I don't remember on the last job we looked at, but we had the old video entry system which will go here, and this will be the main way in, but this is all blocked up, so we'll have to go through this door here. So the main entrance is going to be the other side of this wall. As you walk through here, we've literally just ripped the whole building back now. We've got a new electricity cable put in, got a 3-phase cable in now to run all the power. We're going to, like all our developments, we're going to put solar panels on the roof. I think we're going to try and get 14 solar panels to sort of run the whole building with batteries, so we can store the sunlight and store the energy during the day, and then tenants can use it at night. And we're going for a hot water heat pump, an air source heat pump, which will do all the heating, underfloor heating everywhere. So we're trying to make it net zero, so it's not costing us anything to run. So it's just going to help with the cash flow as we're running it, because we want to hold it for.
Because you've done that with the last one, wasn't it, with the solar panels and stuff?
Solar panels, yeah. The last one, because they're individual flats, we done hot water heat pumps on each individual flat. But because these are all going to be let independently, but we can have all the heating system running off one big, huge 500 litre tank, which will sit to the other side of this wall. We're going to put the new staircase. So you'll walk through this hallway. The new staircase is going to run up here, and that will take us to the first floor, then up to the loft, to the second floor. There'll be a door through this wall into this flat. So there'll be wall across the front with natural light. The bed will be off this wall, and then underneath the stairs here will be the entrance into their ensuite shower, which is going about here. So there'll be a shower, toilet, basin. This will be completely self-sufficient. And then the other side of this wall will be, this cupboard will house the hot water heat pump. It will house the boiler and everything else. And then the rest of this space to here will become the kitchen. So it's going to be a 600 unit running all the way through to here, and then another full run with full height fridge freezer, the other side where you are with the camera. And then a doorway there into the outside space, which will have all the refuse and all the bikes and stuff. So people can walk through here, through the kitchen and out through the back. This back section, there was a chimney that went all the way up to the roof, which we've taken all that out now. There'll be a door here into the second one on the ground floor. So that'll be a nice big bedroom. And then here behind the kitchen will be another shower, toilet, basin. So that'll have its own ensuite and its own little, everyone will have their own little kitchenettes in them. So one of the other ones, I own another building just a few minutes up the road. The train station is like 3 minutes from here to walk, so it's like perfect for sort of single tenants and stuff.
So how much is the build cost?
Build cost, so we bought it for 265 grand. Yeah. Funny story, I tried to buy it in August last year. I offered 305 grand for the building, and I wanted to do vendor finance. So I wanted the guy who owned it, because he was in Singapore, to lend me the money so I could offer him. He wanted more than 300 grand. I offered like 290 or something. He wanted more than 300, so I offered 305 to buy the building, do the work, and then pay him at the end. We were close to getting that deal over the line, and then someone come in and just offered 300 grand cash, and it was a done deal. So I lost it at the last hurdle, so I was a bit gutted, but we moved on. And then Liz Truss got into office. The whole well went on its knees, everyone got scared. The guy then pulled out. So the guy who I lost it to paid a 5 grand non-refundable deposit, so I thought it was done. And then the commercial agent got in contact end of November and said, look, it's coming back on the market. Are you interested? I said, well, yeah, but not at the same price I offered. So I offered 260 grand. I said, look, I've got cash, because ironically I had an investor who come to me and say, I've got some cash, how can we use it? So I knew he was in the background, so I could be confident to say, look, I'm cash now, so it's 260. And then within an hour, he come back and said, 265 and it's yours. So I said, yeah, done. So yeah, got it 40 grand cheaper than where I was going to buy it, which helps with the bill costs. And then the 40 grand I got it cheaper for is paying the investor back his money. So I'm in a net neutral position, but it means that we can move a lot faster. So, but yeah, this building itself, when it's done, because each room is going to be rented out for between 800 and £1,000 a room, the building is going to yield a real good return. It's going to return over 2 grand a month once it's done, and we should be done in like 3 months from now. But once we've refinanced it and pulled our money out, I'm hoping the building will be worth about 750 on the value it can produce. So I'm going to fill all the rooms up, get all the ASTs, and then go out to a lender and say, look, this is how much the building's producing. Who will give me the best return? Because the market's a bit iffy at the moment with the rates and stuff. Staircase is coming out. This is sort of added as the old shop. So this one used to be the old sex shop. There used to be some storage out here. There used to be this little outbuilding, which we'll have a look outside. All that's being knocked out. So that's like a single story building, like an outhouse. So that's going to be where the bins and the bikes There's no garden, but that's sort of perfect for a HMO, is that you don't really want a garden because it's more maintenance. We just want to put the bins out there, you walk through the kitchen, bikes, there'll be a light bike stand and stuff, and then you can go out. There is a Chinese next door, but he is going on the market. It's a bit smaller than this, and he wants 340 grand and not a penny less. So he might be on the market for a while, but ultimately, if that does not become a Chinese restaurant, then it will open up more lenders to borrow money, because at the moment I'm finding it, because it's got a Chinese next door, they'll only do a 60% loan to value, where other vanilla lenders will do 75%, even 80% loan to value. So we'll see if they move out. If they move out before I refinance, then I might get a better deal, and I'll release more cash out of the original investment, so it might be even better. So it works on the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So yeah, stairs are all coming out. So there's a bedroom in there, and then above it will be another little, well, this is actually quite a big flat up here. Because you can only have 6 bedrooms, I originally tried to go to the council and say, look, can I do a 7-bedroom HMO?
Yeah.
But they're not happy. They want more parking. So 6 is like the maximum you can do in the area. So it does mean that this becomes one big flat. So
Is that because of permitted development?
yeah, PD said there's small HMOs and large HMOs. Anything up to 6 rooms is a small HMO. So it's the same equivalent of like a 4-bedroom, like a 4 people family living here.
Yeah.
There's not that much more demand on parking and stuff. But as soon as you go to 7 and above, you need more parking, more bins. You need planning permission, and then neighbours can kick up a stink and stuff. So it was easy just to go 6 bedrooms and just maximise the size of them. Yeah. So this is going to become, so originally I was going to put the stairs up through here and then reconfigure this and make the 2 en-suites here. But now we're keeping this staircase. We're going to just keep the doors as they are. So this will become a living room kitchen. Maybe it might become the bedroom, depending on what the fire engineer says about fire escape, because you can't walk through a kitchen to get to a bedroom. As long as he's happy, I can jump out the window on the first floor, which he should be. Then we'll have that as a kitchen living room as you walk into the living room, and then through past the bathroom and the bedrooms at the back. And then this one will be a door here into what becomes quite a nice sunlit bedroom. Bed off here. This chimney's coming all the way out. We're going to put the shower room in this area. So it'll be a shower toilet basin with a door here. And then the other side here will be just a built-in wardrobe, keeping the room nice and easy, views of the park. And then the new staircase will come underneath this, up the stairs, and then we've got another 2 upstairs. So let's go and look. So yeah, that's it. It's gonna be a little living room, little sofa in there, little TV. This can be where the bed's going. Chimney's all coming out, and then this will be where the ensuite shower's going to be. You're going to put a little Velux in here for some natural light. But they're really good rooms. They're all like over 14 square meters, so they're big enough to put a bed and a kitchen, little kitchen with their own fridge, sink, and little microwave. So people can keep their own ketchup and their own cheese and all the rest of it, and their own cutlery in each room.
That's arguments with HMO tenants, isn't it? Like someone stole my cheese or whatever.
And then there's another flat in the back here. So this will become bed off here. This will be the smallest one, but this little dormer is about 1.5 meters in from the back wall. So it's exactly the same as the room downstairs. We're just going to take that right up to the back. Oh, right. My other business is a loft conversion company, so I look always for sites where we can get in and add value by adding rooms in the loft. Yeah. This one, because the structure's all done, it's a few days work for us to rip all this off, get the dormer as big as possible, and then behind the stairs over there will be the shower room, built-in wardrobe, and then a decent sized bedroom. It's probably looking to get about 750 something a month for this one.
Sweet. So we'll see you in about a month.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah, halfway through the build.
Yeah, come back when all the structure's up and have a good look, and then come back at the end and see it done. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be done in about 3 months. So see you around late August.
Sweet.
Cheers.
So we're back with Stuart at the sex shop. He's 10 weeks into the refurb, and he's also just completed on the property next door as well. So do you want to tell us about that one?
Yeah, definitely. So this is originally a 6-bedroom HMO. We found out the Chinese guy wanted to sell. He's got another Chinese shop in Ascot somewhere. So we negotiated a price with him. We're paying slightly over the odds more than what we paid for next door. But the best thing about it is that we can now refinance both of them under one lender. So they've taken, because you can't get more than a 6-bed HMO in this area. It's really difficult with the parking and stuff. There's no parking for either of these. So what we've now done is we've agreed a price. We're going to turn this into a 5-bed HMO, and then we're going to wait and not refinance this one until they're both finished. So we aim to start this literally next week and have both of them fully done, all this outside made nice. This horrible flu's going to go now, and we're going to have them all finished by Christmas this year, 2023. Anyway, come and have a look around. So it's a bit dark on this floor because there's no lighting yet until next week. Yeah. But come through, this is going to be the kitchen. We won't worry about that room. Down here is obviously where it's the messiest because we're coming through with decorators now. Yeah. Upstairs is all decorated. We've got a bit of a step. This is the only step between, we've got an underfloor heating throughout. On the first floor it's all been latexed, and then on this floor we built it into the screed. And we're going to have a nice big oversized koi mat in here with a nice step up into, this is room A. Good size. It's end of a working day, so it's a bit messy, but they're going to start sweeping through now. Yeah. Really good sized bedroom, TV, lots of natural light. And then in here, to make this one a bit different, we put a bath in rather than just a shower. So again, it's a little bit bigger, makes it a little bit more desirable when you're living at the front of on the main road. Staircase is all in now. The guys are just starting to put the spindles on. This is room C, so one at the back is B. This is room C, so good sized room, bed there, built-in double wardrobe, kitchenettes going in here. These are great. These have got sort of the fridge, freezer built in, full microwave or combi oven in some of them. It just gets built in. This means somewhere they can put their ketchup, cheese and stuff, cutlery. And then all the bathroom tiling was done, finished this weekend. So got to wait for all the grout to go off. They'll clean that through and we're second fixing next week. Come through. And here's the bedroom, living room. So kitchen going across here. Yeah. This is a good size one, good high ceilings. And then we've got the bathroom and bedroom at the back. And then we'll go upstairs and show you those ones. So we've got lino, they're always going to sweep through. We've got lino going through underneath all the kitchens first, and then the second fix plumbing starts on Monday next week. Bathrooms have all been tiled. This one's been grouted and finished now.
I can't remember how long ago it was when we last came, but it's completely transformed.
I think we're like in week 10 now, so we're getting there.
A couple of weeks.
2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
2 weeks to go and we should be sort of out of this one, but now we're just going to move all our surplus materials next door, just crack on with that one, and then we've got to wait until refinancing, but it's good. We're going to try and start marketing this one in about 4 weeks' time. This one is one of the smallest sites, but we put the kitchen down there, so they're going to have like a lino line where the blue line is. Have that as a little kitchenette. Again, all these, again, I don't know if this has got, this one's got a built-in microwave, combi oven, so it's a bit more technical, bit of a premium finish. And we went for the full height window, just to make this one a bit more desirable. Oh, and this one's got a 1500 shower tray as well, so really good size, just to make it feel a bit bigger than it actually is, with the toilet basin. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Come back in like 4 weeks' time and this one will be done, and then we can show you next door and show you that one ripped out and go from there.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll see you there. We're back at the sex shop and also the Chinese shop next door to it. They're complete now, are they?
All complete, yeah. Open day tomorrow.
Sweet. Let's have a look inside.
Have a look.
How many weeks have these taken as well?
How many weeks?
Yeah.
So we bought this one in May, I think April, May, but we didn't really start work until late May, June. Yeah. This one we bought September last year, what we end of February. So this one's taken about 5 months to do. So the story behind this was obviously we got the one this side, which we bought as a standalone 6-bed HMO. Buying next to a Chinese shop is not ideal because you've got food, fans, rats, smells, it's horrible. So the opportunity come up to buy it. So we decided just to push ourselves, buy it in cash, do the work, and then now we're going to refinance an 11-bedroom HMO rather than a 6-bed HMO. Yeah. And even though they're under separate titles and they've got separate licenses, HMO licenses, we can now refinance them as one entity, and it means we can get a commercial valuation, which has made a massive difference to the numbers. So well worth the stretch.
So that's what you did. You waited for that one.
Yeah.
Waited to refinance that one, and now you don't.
Yeah, so we sort of down tools on that one because we needed to catch up with this one. So in here, this one's only a 5-bed, and honestly, I don't think I would have bought it as a standalone 5-bed HMO. It works really well to make these into 11 beds, so it still works absolutely fine. But two of the rooms are a little bit smaller than I normally like to buy, but they still work functionally. Your audience will tell us if they like them or not. But so you walk straight into a living room which is shared by 5 people, TV on the wall, breakfast bar for 3 people, full height fridge freezer, and everyone that we do has all got their own ensuites, and they've got their own little kitchenettes and stuff in them as well. So they've got their own facilities, but ultimately it's a nice communal space. They can all enjoy living together. The doors at the back, sorry, the stairs are at the back, so we've had to put a fire door here, which we knew of, to create a passageway. And we've got the back door, which leads them out to like a communal area where we've got like a little park bench going there and a little bike stand and stuff, so they can all use it together. So rather than calling them 266A, A to E, and then 266B, A to F, we decided to go from A to K, just because then long term, as we're renting these out, if there's a problem on room B, and then someone comes out and picks the key up for 266A, room B, and it all gets so confusing. So by having them as one entity means that we can run it and manage it longer term without that problem happening. This is the sort of size. So this was a little extension on the back, which when we bought it was like an old box, which you'll see on other videos, which was just like a storage addition for them for food and stuff, which was horrible. That all got completely demoed, and we built a little extension, and then because it was quite a big extension, in the back of there we put the boiler room, so we've got air source heat pump everywhere, and we've got a big hot water cylinder out there which is fully insulated, but easy manageable for the maintenance. We can just get in, check it, and then get out, and we can do that every year for the heating system. Nice big shower toilet basin, and what you see is what you get. Most of them we've done built-in cupboards where we can, just because again it's cheaper, they're not going to get broken, and we just sort of let them forget. And then again upstairs, I'll show you more, but we've got fridges, microwaves, some of them got combi ovens in, and then full height storage as well for them owned. So this is room B. We've gone for triple glaze in the front of these windows because it's the road noise, but you've got the park view, which is quite good. And then we've got built-in storage behind the door. There is no parking, but these commercial buildings, you don't expect them to be. And a lot of the people that rent our flats or apartments don't drive either.
Especially HMOs. Like
HMOs, exactly. Like, a lot of people work from home and stuff, so they're big enough for people to have a nice experience. Well, this was the off suite that was going to be there. I mean, we've adjusted the walls to suit the space. We've got 2 washing machines, so it's not being clogged up. People don't really know when someone's using it. It's in between 2 bathrooms, so the noise of the machines with a fire door will keep it down if someone's sleeping or on nights. And then we've obviously put a cupboard in. The iron lives in here. They can iron in their own rooms. We sort of provide everything in here, and then the Hoover will live in here with the ironing board. So it's just easy for them to use. These ones are the 2 tightest ones on the site because it was a loft that was confined by the space, so we had to be really clever to try and get them. I was going to make them slightly bigger and put an off suite. Oh yeah, downstairs I'll show you the utility room on the way out. But it's just got a little separate washer dryer, little shower room in there, kitchenette in there, and then you've got a window in here.
So with these smaller ones, how much would these typically rent for?
These will only get about $725 a month.
Okay.
But that includes all the heating, hot water, the internet. We've got fibre everywhere, all the council tax in that. So it's quite a reasonable amount for basically a hotel room to stay in. But it's quite good. I'll do the numbers at the end and tell you what we're getting for the whole building. Because the ones that are bigger will get a premium, which sort of balances them out. And this one, which is the smallest one out of all of the ones.
A lot of people in our comments will say like, why would someone pay £700, £800, £900 for a room when you can get like a 1-bedroom flat for like £900, £1,000, but they don't factor in that you've got to pay council tax, you've got to pay all the bills. Like,
it's almost 50% more money. So if you're going to rent a 1-bed flat for £1,100 or £1,000 a month, which is what the going rate is around the country effectively, then you've got another £400 or £500 on top for all the heating bills, the council tax. Council tax is £250 for a person. So I mean, it's cheaper when you do house shares, but that's why how developers and property investors make their money. But if you were having a flat where you were paying the bills 100%, you know, the standing charge on gas and electricity and stuff's like 50p a day now. So all this adds up on top of the rent that you pay. So it makes complete financial sense for someone who hasn't got children, who doesn't want the burden of having a big garden to maintain. And you know, yes, they have no parking, but there's a load of people, just because your audience drive, there's a load of people who don't drive, and they're the people we're trying to help. Is that, you know, they get a bit of space to sort of call their own space. And when you actually look at if I could pay £800 a month, anyway, it's not for everyone, but for people who do want house shares, this is sort of the premium finish that we can do. This is one that's got an oven in it, so it's got like an auto cook facility. It's got a drawer in here as well. So just if you were living here,
self-contained then, really.
Totally self-contained. It's like a little mini flat, but you're not allowed to sell these as mini flats, but you can certainly rent them as mini flats. So people who don't want the burden of having their own space, it's got a built-in cupboard here for shelves and drawers. It's got food, cups, knives, they can have everything they want. So if they are having a takeaway, they can wash their own stuff up, they can put the kettle here, they haven't got to use all the facilities downstairs. If they want to have their own cheese, their own ketchup, like they're not living like some of the old slum HMOs where everything gets stolen, there's fights, there's all the problems that happen. By just putting a few of these facilities in. These are from Elfin Kitchens and they're about £800 a unit. I mean, they get different finishes and specs. And then I'll show you these in the other one, but yeah, come through, we'll go have a look next door.
So that was the Chinese shop. Now we're in the steak shop. You can see how different it looks already.
Yeah, so we're almost done. So this is room F now, so continuation from left to right. All the boards are starting to go up now, which is great. All the licenses you have to show.
You've already got some of these let, haven't you?
Yeah, so we've got 3 of them already secured, and the open day's not till tomorrow. So I think we've got like 15, so we've got about 20 viewings that are booked in for tomorrow. So it's like a 4-hour slot. So I'm hoping by tomorrow afternoon they're all gone. By Saturday afternoon they're all gone, which is great because we're getting it refinanced at the moment. So if we can push an extra £50, if you've got 4 people wanting this room, and it's on the market, this one's on the market for I think £1,000 or £1,050. If someone really wants it, they'll pay £1,075 or £1,100 a room. So you obviously take the person who's going to be more, you know, in a better position. I'd much rather take someone who's slightly less value and have a good tenant than someone who wants to charge the earth and stay here for 4 to 6 months and want to move out, or you think they're not going to be a good fit for everyone. So my letting manager, I've worked with for many years, she's very good at sort of piecing people together. So we'd much rather take a blended yield on the whole building of what we're actually bringing in rent roll than just taking on the most expensive. So yeah, in here, this one's got its own bath. Just waiting for the silicone guy to finish that today. It's got its own bath, its own shower, toilet basin. These have all got little mirrors with lights and stuff on them. They're all heated, got shaver points and stuff. So what you'd expect in a hotel really, little vanity drawers, so they can put all their stuff away. Decent quality stuff. This is sort of trade finish, so like medium range, but good for longevity.
Yeah.
And again, these storage cupboards, I put shelves in the last one, and when I went around and seen a few of them after like a year or two, they got shit everywhere. So I thought this time just put the 1 metre wall cupboards up, and they can sort of hide it all away, all their sort of condiments and bits.
Yeah, yes.
These are really critical as well, so we put these in every one. So somewhere to put your shoes, you know, literally just by having a little housing area, they can take their shoes off. They know they've got somewhere to put them, so they've got all shapes up for the house. Your carpets stay longer, and everyone's got their own drawer. So you know, some of them can put like 4 pairs of shoes in here, upside down and stuff. So I've seen that, but most of the time you've got a couple of pairs of shoes in there, work shoes, you know, trainers and stuff. It's just, you know, everything's got a home. This is the shared kitchen. So you can see that this design was done slightly different to next door. Next door has got a lounge and a sofa area and a bit more of a social, where these rooms are slightly bigger. So I assume the introverts of the world would want to stay in these ones where they'll be more into their bedroom, but they'll still have their breakfast here and have a coffee and watch the telly in the morning. So this is the smallest one on the site. So we've dressed this one up, but this one is, I think it's about £800 a month for this one. Again, ensuite in here, kitchen, cupboard, all the normal stuff. Some of them have got wardrobes. There's only 3 wardrobes, the rest are all built in.
Okay.
So this is G, and we'll go upstairs and so the staircase, we were going to potentially, when we started, look at bringing the stairs up through here and having the stairs go up again. But for the cost, and because we actually found when we stripped it out, the existing stairs used to run underneath that staircase, we just thought, you know, keep the stairs in the same position to split the space front to back, which has made a really nice bedroom at the front. Nice bay window, bit of seating, beautiful views of the park. Again, the train station's a few minutes away, and then we've got the ensuite double cupboard in here. Plenty big enough for 2 people to live in, but we've got HMO licence for 6 people, so this will be a single room. And then at the back here is that flat that we're in here as well. So these have all got live views. You can see who's at the door, you can buzz them in, they can walk in. And this is room I walk into. I'm looking at another site at the moment where these are so popular. We've had so much interest in this one. I've actually got a building that suits 6 of these types, but because the door is through a living room, the fire regs didn't want us to put a door in here. They were happy because we've got all the smokes and all the proper systems in place, but if there was a fire in here, they don't want you to be closed off. Even though it's under building regs, it's a hang and drop policy, so the window's open, you can jump out at 3 metres and you can hit the ground. The HMO licence said that we can't use that as our principal route. So we've done it as a 1-bed flat, but there's no door in there, so it's classed as 1 room, but it still gets rented like a 1-bed flat. On the next scheme I'm looking at putting the door in the middle, so I can have lobby doors to either side, so I can have it like a flat, feel like a flat, but it'll be rented out, including all the bills.
So is this the one that's 1,300 a month?
This one here is £1,300 a month, yeah. And I think the ones I do next time should be the same, if not slightly more, potentially 1,350. But again, that's all including all your bills, heating, gas. So yeah, so up here we've got the hot water heat pump, the boiler. We've got a big lung in here as well. It's called an accumulator. So if you've got 3 people using a shower and the 4th one wants to use it, the accumulator basically squeezes the water, so it goes through the boiler faster, which means that the pressure doesn't drop. So everyone basically like how a hotel works. So this is J&K, the last 2. So this one's got its own little area there. Again, the stairs was in the position that we wanted to keep them in, so we just had to work with the space, but nice enough for a big double. Made a bit of a feature window, so you've got a bit more light, little seating area. This one's got a 1500 shower tray, which sort of made sense to run it in line with the stairs.
And this is the one that you extended out?
This is with the dormer. Yeah, so at the start I had a little tiny box dormer here.
Yeah.
So we then got planning, turned it into a full dormer. No wall in this building is square either. Everything's been built almost like an add-on with the land shape. So no wall's been square, so it's been a bit of a challenge trying to get everything to work as best as possible. But it does mean that we've had to do some trims and stuff just because, look, I mean, look at this wall here. There's just nothing square, so.
Got the solar panels as well.
Oh yeah, the solar panels on the back, you can see those that are on the roof there. There's 6 on there, and and then this one here, which is the last one, which again is like a nice little studio flat. Built-in cupboard, the other side of that one, which we just looked at. Ensuite in there, little TV area, so we've set this up so they can put the TV in. We don't provide TVs anymore. We used to. Yeah. And then I was getting called back every 8 weeks to a different room going, my Netflix doesn't work. It's like, well, you need to set it up properly. And it was just wasting too much time. So now we just put brackets on the wall or units underneath if they're designed to be low level, and they can provide their own TV.
So what are the numbers for both of these deals together?
So numbers together. So we paid 570 grand for both of them collectively. We spent about 150 grand on each of the construction costs.
Yeah.
We spent about 40 grand on the solar, the hot water, and the added expenses for the green stuff, which could be saved if we were doing it cheaper, but we wanted to spend it for the longevity. We're in, and then borrowing costs. So we're in for about 970 grand on this one. Because of the valuation of it being of a commercial mortgage. So if we take the 10,350 quid per month, we'll get a 6.5% yield on that because it's residential and it's in this area with the location and stuff. So that values up at about $1.5 million from memory. On a 75% loan to value, that means we're going to get about £1.12 million back out from the bank. So they now have a first charge on the building. They give us that money back to pay off investors and cash. And that means that we pay off our 970, we'll have about 1.122 million, I think it is what it is. 1,122 grand. So we'll have about, what's that? It's 140 grand or something in our pockets at the end, which is called a capital raise. So they'll lend it back to you, obviously, and they ask you what you use the money for. Not a Ferrari, not a Lamborghini, it's to buy more property. So you just have to sort of sign into that. And yeah, and that's it. So free building. Now, because we're borrowing more money, the interest is more. So it means we're taking a bit more of a hit on the income we're making every month. So it's quite important we get as much as we can for them. But equally, we should be making about 3 to 3.5 grand net profit once it's all done. I don't quite know the exact numbers yet until we had it refinanced, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me whether we get 27 grand a year in or 35 grand a year in. It's a free building with all our money paid off.
Plus more on top.
Plus more on top, yeah.
And also you said, like if the rooms rent for a little bit more, then it could be 1.6 mil.
Oh yeah, exactly. If we get £10,500, then they'll yield it on that. They might do, I might have to go for a new process, and to be honest, for the sake of trying to get another 40 grand out the deal, I'll probably just run with the mortgage, with the company we've gone with. There might be negotiation there, but also interest rates are high at the moment, or higher than highest they're going to be. So we're just locking into 5-year deals and just taking a blended yield approach. So on some of our mortgages, we've got 3%, 3.1%, some have got 3.9, some at 5.7 or whatever this is going to be at, 5.8. And so we're just looking at going, well, every 5 years we're going to be updating to the new model. So yeah, it is what it is really.
So you've got a free asset, all money out plus over 100 grand on top, and then it's going to pay you over 3 grand a month. Cracking deal. Where can they find you?
Instagram mostly. SW Homes Ltd is the best place to catch me, or on our website swhomes.co.uk.
Sweet.
Cheers.
Subscribe.